on today. So it took me a few minutes to get online. Let me put a few posts up here. Just let me know when you come on. In the intuitive tarot group, you will see that there was a woman by the name of Betty that took and made a post about her grandson. She's actually the woman from Alton who reads for me. She's a very, very good gal. And like I said, she lost her grandson this morning. Send out a lot of love to her. Hey, Misty. See if I can get my links here. Just let me know when you come on. You're welcome, Miss Betty. I am sorry. There must be something in the air today, because I tell you what, this is not the first thing I've heard today. All right, I think we should be about ready to go here. All right, like I said, just let me know when you come on. All right, since I got that message right before I started, I'm going to go ahead and do one for Miss Betty. Let's see what I get, Miss Betty. Can you give Miss Betty a positive message, please? Betty, positive. Miss Betty, I don't have to tell you that life is going to change quite a bit, unfortunately, with the message that you sent me earlier. It is obvious it is. It's a very hard one. And it does show the third week in autumn, which is now. I really don't, I wasn't expecting to receive multiple downside news today, but this is the second person that I've heard some very saddening news. And this time of the year, is very hard for a lot of people, and a lot of stuff does happen. And this time of the year, this year especially, I have felt that there's going to be a lot of unexpected, and it's just going to pull at your heart. It really is. I'm really kind of thrown off tonight. I really am. I was all set and ready, and then I got one message from one person, and there's just so much sadness going on right now. Miss Betty, I will contact you. I'm not even going to put this up online. I'm going to go ahead and contact you here pretty soon. That's what I'm going to do. Matter of fact, I'll probably come and see you. I'm going to go ahead and shift. There is a message coming in for you, Miss Betty. Whatever reason, you are the tree of the family. You're the one that kind of keeps it together for everybody, not just yourself, but everybody. You keep it together. And I know that you're having tears of sadness right now because of your grandson passing. And again, I'm sorry. I mean, that's enough to rip anybody's heart out. But there's going to be a lot of people relying on you, and you already know this. I mean, like I said, this woman here is one that whenever I had questions, I would go and I would talk to her. And she is such a good soul. And and the amount of stuff that's coming down on this woman, she needs a break. She really does. And it's not just financial, it's I mean, you take a child away, that's a very painful thing. So all I've got to say is, Miss Betty, I love you to death. Like I said, all I can say is I will be here for you if you need me. And I'm going to try to refocus and see if I can't get this online reading going. Betty, I'll contact you tomorrow. All right. All right. Misty, give me just a second, okay? Because that kind of threw me. All right, let's see, what do I want to do? Oh, okay. Let's focus on Misty. Misty, is there anything else you can get from me? Misty, I'm seeing the color yellow for you for some reason. I don't know what this means. Not yet, anyway. Whatever it is, the color yellow is what I saw instantly. And it has to do with your world. I mean, it's going to change. Are you thinking about a different line of employment, possibly? Slow-moving money is coming to you. Very slow-moving. It's not very fast. Misty. Misty, Misty. I know, Miss Betty. That's, I mean, Misty, that's a rough one. I mean, I literally got it, that information, like 2 minutes before I got online. Okay, Misty. Okay, Misty, you have something in your head. I got the color yellow. And there was slow-moving money coming for this. It's a dream of abundance. You have a dream in your head. You've got something that you want to do. Okay, I'm going to take a minute. I got to refocus my head. Okay, Misty. Show me Misty. Misty, I don't know what this means, and it may not have anything to do with what you just had in your mind or asking. I keep seeing the color yellow, and I keep seeing this boy, this little boy. And this little boy, and maybe there's a baby coming. There might be a baby coming and somebody is wondering what sex it's going to be. That's what I keep getting, because you know the color yellow is kind of like boy or girl. I keep hearing boy, little blonde boy. And Ruth, it could be, because like I said, I don't know if you were in on it whenever I first started reading, but like I said, one of my really good friends took, and as a matter of fact, she's the one that reads for me. She lost her grandson. I just got that information a couple minutes before I started, so it kind of threw me off just a little bit. So anyway, Misty, let me double check and make sure this is for you. Yes or no? Okay, Misty, I think this is for you. The color yellow, something very slow moving. I got money at first, but I'm not for certain on that one. I got the Knight of Pentacles, slow moving, and I got the color yellow. And then I kept getting a boy in my head, a little blonde boy. It's almost like somebody is probably pregnant, or there's a baby coming. And they're wondering, yeah, yep, has to do with the child, a baby. And I kept seeing the color yellow because nobody really knows exactly what sex this child is. And I keep getting boy. Let me go down here and let me see what. Does that make sense to you, Misty? Because that was for you. Aw, awesome. I just now read that. Hey, Joe, I think you're on the wrong link. And my panties aren't wet, and you're being very inappropriate, so take off. Bye. Has anybody else got a question? Yeah, exactly. Wrong page, Joe. This is not Sex 101. You need to take off. All right. See you later, Joe. Guys, I will give me just a second here because I'm going to get rid of Joe. Joe's kind of a real, he's bored. I ain't got nothing else to do. They've got words for that. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. I'm telling you, it's just one of those nights. It's bring. You know what? You know what it is. The full moon is coming real soon here. It's bringing out, and it's bringing out not just problems for people, but it's also bringing out some really interesting people. Like, not the exciting kind. Sorry, Joe. There you are. The guy in the bucket. Okay, hang on a second. I hope you guys know that this read's going to be very strange. It's going to be the weirdest one I've had. I can feel it. Misty and her fella. Okay, Misty, you got the King of Swords. I think it's just basically confirming that you're talking about the fellow you're talking about. It's caused a great struggle upon you. Hey, Misty, do me a favor while I'm reading you. Can you go ahead and block Joe Samuel, please? I can't seem to find him. But in the end, everything's going to come out on the up and up for you. I mean, no matter what, life's going to be good. Hold on a second here. You're focused on your cups. You're focused on getting your life going. And it's like you've been at a standstill for a little while, and you've just come to the point where you just have no patience for, not being mean, stupidity. You're just like, I've got my own ideas in my head. I've got stuff to do. I'm doing it. Either you're with me or you're not. And if you're going to act like that, you're gone. Okay. It's all talking about good stuff for you. There's your Ace of Pentacles, focusing on your money, focusing on money. New beginnings for yourself. Matter of fact, if you haven't done it yet, we'll get to that one in a minute. If you haven't done it yet, you're going to be starting to actually kind of spruce yourself up and actually kind of, it's kind of like, and it's, don't get me wrong, it's not as living a second childhood. It's, you know how a woman comes into her own and they kind of get tired of crap? Well, you're there. And we kind of lose ourselves along the way at one point, and you did. And you're getting ready to come back into your own here pretty quick. And I mean fast. You are so tired of struggles, silly struggles. And some of it has to do with younger kids for some reason, or in your head, they're younger. You're constantly balancing stuff. I mean, you're juggling stuff back and forth. You're really tired of this. Matter of fact, it makes you kind of go, want to withdraw within yourself and not be around people. But with your job, I know you have to be. Misty, you're a lot stronger than what you think you are. And actually, nope, excuse me. You have figured it out. There is a fellow coming to you in the very near future. Future. And this one is a king. This is not he's not one of your lower deck. He is a king, and he'll be stepping into your life. And I get February of next year. I think you might already actually know him. He's kind of sitting on the outside, but this one's a decent one. And you've kind of had him in the back of your head every once in a while, more of like a friend. Maybe take a second look at him. I hope that helps. But yes, the other one you're gonna kick to the curb. Okay. Thank you, Misty. Yeah, on Joe's name, any of you guys, I mean, it's a little bit more difficult when I'm doing the readings to do it. So if you guys would love to do that, because really, we're not 90 years old. We are not sitting here with wet panties. I'm sorry. Okay, let's see. Ruth. Anything for me? Okay, Ruth, I'm going to look your face up. I am a face person, so I have to see people. Okay, Ruth. Well, see if I can do it this way. There you are. Okay, Ruth. Just looking at a photo. I go off of by what I see off of people or what I feel off people. Ruth, I feel that you've been feeling like you've been lost for quite a while. especially when you were younger. Let me get back over here. Thank you, Kirsten. Ruth. There is a lot of people coming within their own and no longer dealing with crap. For some reason, Ruth, I feel like you're dealing with a lot of crap, and you have been sitting here actually ignoring a lot of it until recently. Like, you can't ignore it. I'm not sure exactly what this is about. I think it's life in general. There's more to it. I think it's love too. I think you've got your butt full. I think you've been wondering. Give me just a second. Ruth. Show me Ruth. Ruth. Okay, 2 cards for Ruth. Ruth, you've been under a lot of stress lately. First of all, it explains to me to make sure I'm talking about the right person. It says a woman with agile mind, a quick temper, passionate and shrewd. She is born organizer, which I see you organizing a lot. You like to organize. Aggressively and materialistic, and will clash with the Queen of Spades. There is an affinity with the King of Clubs. She can bring the best out in him. That's just describing who you are. It says it's a card of stress, a money problem unresolved, a delayed decision, appearing in the center. Okay, let's see here. Okay, what I get out of this is it also talks about a need to chart a course. So you've been looking for some changes lately, Ruth, and you've been mulling around your mind quite a bit. Go ahead. I mean, for some reason, I don't think you're a real soft-spoken person right now. I think everybody is coming into their own. A lot of people are coming into their own. Ruth, it's about time that you start not just like, what's the word? How do I put it? Not just, well, this is how I feel. No, you're actually going to start showing results. There's somebody who keeps saying that you don't really show results, and I don't know who this is. They may not say it directly to you, but you feel it. You feel like you're judged a lot. And you are such a smart person. You've got some ideas going around in your head, and you just need to go ahead and come on out. What is this about? You can definitely tell there's a full moon coming because I am all over the place. Ruth, let's see. Give me some more about Ruth. Ruth. What is this about? What does Ruth need to know? All right, Ruth, I got 3 cards for you. It says go to the sea. And for some reason, this feels literal to me. I mean, this really feels literal. It doesn't feel like it's a metaphoric thing. For some reason, I think your peace is within, like when you're around water and stuff like that. And it says come to an edge. So I think you've come to a point in your life, you're just tired of crap. You're tired of being judged for some reason. But you're very flexible. You're very flexible, and you kind of bend with, when somebody's sitting here saying something, you're just like, oh, okay. Or, it'll be all right. Ruth, I think you're coming in within your own. I think you're going to stand up for yourself. I think you need to kind of get away, gather your thoughts, and go from there. I'm sorry if that doesn't make any sense, and you have a very loyal heart, a very loyal heart. I know that's pretty much general and kind of all over the place, but that's what I got. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? With Joe stepping in, I kind of got sidetracked. Kirsten, do you have any questions for me? All right, the person that's listening, I am not sure exactly who this is for yet. Let me see if I can get a beat on who it's for. Getting ideas. Okay. I got a love letter or a bit of good news. This can be of greater significance than it seems. It marks an opportunity to enrich your life through friendship. Okay. And then it talks about warns of a quarrel between any two people who love each other. Guard against words spoken in anger. They may cause a permanent break. Use constructive methods to mend a relationship. And it's talking about somebody feels like something's been taken away from them. And who is this? This is somebody who were lovers at one time. Let me see if I can get a beat. I'm not sure where this is coming from. Whoever this was is somebody who chose to walk away from the other person for some reason. Can you give me a face of this person? Give me a face. It's not really giving me a face. It's just talking about a hermit, somebody who has gone into recluse mode. They're staying away from people. This is for somebody on here. Show me the end result. What is the end result of this? Switch. Okay, I got the Page of Cups, which is a message of some kind, a message of strength. And then we have the Five of Cups. The man sitting there and he's looking at the three of that have fallen and he doesn't see the two behind him. So it's like this person's not remembering the good times. So what I gather from this is there was a relationship or is a relationship. Oh, and this person decided to move on from this person very fast. What I get is basically that this person decided to move on and they're having trouble moving on. Maybe you should move on. That's what I get from that. Let's see. Hi, Hannah. Okay. Kirsten, yes, with work. Let's switch decks here. Kirsten, for some reason with your work, and I don't know why, I see a guy. You're taking a leap of faith, it says. I see a guy for some reason. Why do I see a guy? Kirsten. Going to click on your face, Kirsten. Okay. There you are. Okay, now I can focus on you. Okay, girl. I don't know if you know it or not, but you're like the high priestess. You know what you're doing. You know how to get it done. You have a sixth sense from hell. There is no other word for it. I mean, you're on. You have this vision in your head. Now, see, I don't know. See, I don't know you. So I don't know if you have an actual job where you go to every day, like the 5 and dime job. But I think you actually have something that you're thinking about starting. Yeah. You've actually got some ideas in the back of your head that are money makers. And with the high priestess card showing up, again, this card is, I think it's going to come up a lot. This is the leap of faith. It says do it. Go ahead and do it. Whatever you do, you know that saying, and others have heard me that have watched my videos, cycles and rhythms. Yep. Is jack of all trades and master of none. No, girl, you are a master of one, and you know what it is, and go ahead and do it. I mean, do it. It says you're like the sorceress. You've got the power to do what you want to do, and you're good at it. And for some reason, like I said, I don't know if you are in a regular job. If you are, there's something on the outside that you're thinking about doing just for yourself. And matter of fact, I almost think you're gifted. Yes, you are. You're very gifted. You have inner wisdom. See the owl? You're very, very gifted. Just be strong about what you have and the intentions, and be bold. It says be strong and be bold. You got it. Like I said, you may have been asking about regular work and stuff, but I get that that's not, you're going to be going off on your own, doing your own thing. That's what I get. And you're going to be you're very a compassionate person. You understand people very well, but yet you're an extremely strong people. And whenever somebody walks in the room, people notice you. They do, because they respect you. It's like they don't even have to know you. They respect you. So go ahead and do whatever you got in your head. And actually, I think you'll do quite well if you go off on your own. Let's see. Hannah, stay. Hi, Jill. Yeah, I'm not sure who I was talking about. The cards just started falling, and they were just, I mean, it was a lot of heartache. I just couldn't figure out who it was. It wasn't giving me an actual face. Whoever it was very quick and swift, and it happened very suddenly. And I feel a lot of heartache involved in it. And this person, at first, it would be about a person working on themselves. But I don't get that. I think this person, whoever this person is, they felt like such a hanged man that they went ahead and threw themselves into their own work. Like they just work. They work themselves to death. That's what I get. So if that was for you, Jill, that's the other messages I got. And this person was either somebody you were married to or you wanted to be married to. Hey, Kirsten. And I'm going to check this real quick. But I've got another message for you. I can feel it. And actually, you're you're not exactly like me, but you have a gift. And you know it. You know it. And you've been tinkering with something. What have you been tinkering with? You would love to have a shop of your own. I feel you. I do. All right. Yeah, you're in the first stages. All right, we got the Inquirer card, which means the Inquirer is me. I'm the one asking. And then I got the Tree card. And the tree is not always just about the family. It also is about, do you see how you've got the tree and you've got the roots and you've got, you've got the leaves? Whenever you plant something in your head for an idea to do, it just kind of slowly blossoms into a tree, and then it grows, and then it starts producing leaves. The whole tree comes to be. I think you're a lot like me, actually. So you've got that little, just don't just keep watering. I mean, flood it. Go ahead and do it. Yeah, you've got a new beginning coming real soon. And you keep questioning yourself, but then again, you're like, I got this. I know how to do this. I can do it. Well, just keep that thought. Don't be arrogant about it, and I'm not being mean. Don't be arrogant, but you got it. And it says you talk to somebody, or there's a Queen of Swords in your life that I keep getting that you talk to. This person's a real smart person. I don't know if it's a mama. It feels like a mama figure. This woman's real smart. And I bet she gives you a lot of encouragement. Just go ahead and do what you want to do. Kirsten, do it. Whatever it is, do it. And I have a feeling it's almost along the same lines, not exact same lines. You're different than I am. But I think it has something similar with what I do. And I do have my own. I don't have my shop all made yet. Working on that stuff. But I do sell a lot of stuff at flea markets and stuff like that. Girl, you've got a good idea in your head. Do it. Awesome, Jill. Let's see something here. I'm going to check. Oh, please, same company. Oh, my. Now, Hannah, you just said you were nannying, girl. You confusing me. All right, let's see what I can get from that. Okay, let's see. Who was first? Hannah. All right. Hannah got a message. And she got to make a judgment. Hannah, I think it's going to turn out well. I really do. You're so worried about stuff happening, like in the past and stuff. But I actually, for some reason, I can't find anything negative about it. Really. We got the message card for you, Hannah. See the message? And this isn't just a message card. This actually has to do with children. All right. And you're having to make a judgment. And do you see that there is 2 children and there's a woman? Whatever it is, you're going to have to give a lot of yourself. And I mean a lot of yourself. But you know what? It's all going to turn out good. Actually, I think it'll be really in your benefit as far as, like mental health wise. And I mean, and not in a bad way. I mean, it's going to make you happy. I mean, it's going to be frustrating, but it's going to be happy. I think it'll bring you and your partner together closer. I really do. And this person, you have been sitting here thinking out your past a lot. And I mean a lot. You've been thinking a lot about your past. But you know what? Do you see the 2 behind you? And you're hanging on to one? And he hasn't moved yet. That's what I notice about this. Alexander has not even moved. You're going in the right direction. You're just sitting there. You're just kind of like, I don't know. But you know what? This happened so swift and quick. I think it just went, psh. What am I supposed to do? You're on the right path. Just keep going. Yeah, actually, I think it's going to work out just fine. Okay, back to glasses. Okay. Okay, Jill. For 2 homeschool kids. Yeah, no, Hannah, you're gonna do good. Whatever yeah, you're gonna do good. Actually, I think it's gonna make you happy. It really is. I really do think that's yeah. Sweet. Yeah, no, you got it. I am gonna move back up here to Jill real quick. Okay, Miss Jill, I'm gonna click on your face, which means I can't see your guys's Anything you post up to me. Give me a second here. Let me clear this out. Let's find a picture of Jill. There you are. There. Okay, Miss Jill. You know, I'm looking at a picture of you, Jill, from July 14th of 2015. And you seem like in the picture you're really happy, but at that moment, I don't feel you were. Let me go back here and find a different photo. One that shows the real you. Album. There you are. All right, I found a good one. All right, Jill. Let's see what I can get off Jill. And I know you just sit here and told me a few things. Let's look. Okay, Jill, just looking at you and your picture that I just saw, you are going to be successful, but for some reason, and I don't know why, I don't know how this relation, like I said, I don't know you. I don't know how this relationship is actually going. I feel there's a child in the background involved too, though. The reason I get that, I mean, it kind of came up. There's the Page of Swords right there. Girl, you think a lot, and that's good. You think a lot about your children and or your child especially. You think a lot about your child. A lot of stuff, it doesn't matter if the child is older or not. You're always worried about how it's going to affect them. And I get that. I do. Now, as far as the fella goes, your business, okay, there's a few things. I'm jumping all over the place. I'm getting so much information. Your business, you got it. But this is what I've got to tell you. And I'll back it up with some cards here. You need to have a lot more confidence in yourself. You are like, how do I put this? You need to believe in yourself. And you do. You go from time to time. You're up and down. You're up and down. And that's a lot of people. A lot of people are like that. But you've got it. It's almost like there's in the back of your, in the background, there's, and even though, and I think this comes from your past. I really do. I think it comes from your past. There's always somebody, nah, 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 nah. Well, you're not going to do this and you can't do that. Da, 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 da. And it's like one of those, you know, you got the devil and the angel on your shoulder. This is a devil from your past that is just sitting on your shoulder. And it kind of cuts you down, and it doesn't allow you to, it's something from your past that you haven't really got a hold of. And we all have that. We all have that. Everybody's going to deal with that. You need to put it in your head right now. You are going to do well with this business. Matter of fact, you step up and you're going to do great. Matter of fact, I mean, this is what you should have been doing years ago. That's what I hear. I should have been doing this years ago. Yeah, you should have. And do it now, though. I mean, you're here now, so get it going. You've got it. And as far as that other fellow goes, and I'm not being mean or anything like that, give it a minute. There's always that gut feeling in your stomach that feels like every once in a while just somebody just smacked you in the gut, straight down. You're just like, oh, that is your gut intuition telling you that something's not right. Like I said, I don't know you, but that's what I got. Hi, Miss Stephanie. How are you? All right, if you're new on here, if you would like to, about once a week, I try to come on here live. And then if you need a one-on-one reading, then we can go offline and you can contact me. We can set it up and we can do a one-on-one reading. If you like this page and you like to follow the videos that I do, I'm on YouTube, Tumblr, Pinterest. I think that's how you say that. And I'm also on here, just go ahead and like the page or go ahead and follow me, and then you'll get information on the videos when they come up. Does anybody else have any questions for me? This is kind of almost a new group. Kind of cool. You're welcome, Jill. Did that make sense to you? Because I was kind of thrown there for a second because there was like 3 things coming down at one time. All right, anybody else, or do I have to? Okay, for the newbies here, there's one thing that I do. If you do not say anything, I will find you on Messenger. I will give you a thumbs up, which means I'm going to pick on you. Nobody else knows I'm going to pick on you. For the person that just messaged me, girl, you've got it. I mean, you ever seen that movie, Nanny McPhee? You're the one with the hammer. Psh, you better do what I tell you to do. You got it. I think you'll do very, very well. But anyway, like I was saying is, if you don't ask me a question, okay. Jill, I'm going to come right back and tell you something because I got a month for you. But anyway, for the newbies, what I do is I'll go into the messenger and I'll give you a thumbs up. I'll go through here and I'll be like, if everybody's being quiet, I will find one person to pick on, and not a single person on this whole video has a clue that I'm picking on you. How do they know that? How do they not know that? It's because I send you a thumbs up, and then you send me a thumbs up back, and I know you got it and you know I'm talking about you, but nobody else on here does. All right, Jill, I got February for you. There was a month that came up, and I'm going to do something here. And I had to do, yep. Let me double check the cards here. February, yep. Yeah, February. Oh yeah. All right, Missy Ma'am. This is for Jill. Jill, February. Stuff's gonna turn around for you in love in February. I don't know what it is yet. And your career. And I get go, like the starting line. I get the word go. So I think your business, whatever you've got in your head, and really with the love stuff, I would put it on the back burner for a second and focus on your business. I really would. Yes, ma'am, I am correct. Put your mind in a different atmosphere, because sometimes we get stuck in one way of thinking and it just kind of consumes us. Put it on the back burner, and then somehow in February, is it February for, okay, so February for career, right? Yes. And love will start slipping in February, but I think it's going to start balancing in March. About March 16th is what I get. All right. So let me double check something here. These are tea leaves cards, and they give me months and stuff like that. So I'm going to double check here. This is for Jill. Tell me about those months that I just told you. Is that true? Show me what I need to know. Oh. Yes, ma'am. All right. Okay, so yes, those months I just told you, that's when it starts, okay? So it keeps going a little bit. The only thing is, and see, I love December. I love this December. Do you see how her hair's flowing? She's just kind of letting everything go. I love this card. It's like December, everybody just lets everything go. That's exactly what you're doing in December. It's like, I'm going to do my own thing. I got this. Toodaloo. All right. This is when it's going to start really rolling for you. Now, remember those months I told you? That's when it starts. It's going to get really going good in April, just as the buds are coming on. April, May is going to be a sweet month for you too, Jill. And then for some reason, July stands out. And you know what? There ain't no hearts in here or nothing, but for whatever reason, Love stands out for you in July. These here are your business. So get yourself April and May. I'm not really good with that. Hold on. Okay, anyway, you get the gist of it. April and May, that's your business. So switch from your emotional roller coaster, switch to your business. Kind of pitch, you know what, here, this is the way I have to say it. And a lot of people who listen to me know that I do cuss. I want you to put your bitch boots on. That's what I call them, bitch boots. Put them on, focus on your business, and piss on the rest. And it's all going to start squaring around next year for you. And like I said, July is a big one for love. But you know what? One time, about the time you're really not looking at it, that's when it's going to hit you. But your business, girl, get going. Stop wasting, don't waste another second. Get moving. Use this winter. All right. Okay, you're going to have to tell me how to say your name. Is it Toba? You have such a unique name. Will you reconcile with me? Okay, let me check here. You're going to have to correct me on your name. You have such a unique name. My name is unique too. Okay. You have such a cool name. Thank you. You like my little hands and stuff? I thought that was so cool. I love reading about that stuff, and it's now on the wall. Now I can read about it every day. All right. And you want to know about Omar? Okay. I miss you too, baby. Will you reconcile? Yes or no, please? All right, I'm getting quite a few cards for you, dear. Let me see, somebody messaged me. Let me check real quick. Jill, did that make any sense to you? You're saying K. All right, let's see here. Okay, Toba, you've got such a cool name. Okay, this is what I get. You may not get the answer that you want. I got the libido card, which is basically about sex and, you know, how we see somebody. I think there was a lot of, you know, sex was a big one. But for whatever reason, this person's a stranger to you now. And I'm going to check, after I read these cards, I'm going to check one other thing for you before I answer the final answer that I have. I got the Sage card, and most people know that the Sage card is somebody who is withdrawn and keeps to themselves, or has just all of a sudden withdrawn, you know, away from people, okay? Or the Sage has thrown himself into work, or you have thrown yourself into work, and somebody feels like a prisoner within this relationship. Give me just a second, okay? Because I know that one's like a cutting double-edged sword right there. Let me see some. Which ones should I use? Okay, yep. Toba. Hey, Toba, I think you need to focus on your happiness. I think you don't know everything that's going on. I really don't. See, and I'll show you here in just a second. You see your happiness, it's telling me this is supposed to be a positive card for you, and I keep hearing right now, you need to focus on yourself. Stop focusing on this other stuff. You have to. Why? Because there's secrets. There's secrets. There's stuff you don't know about. And these secrets are going to And you see the storm, usually I would think that would be a storm between two people. But the secrets, if you find these secrets out, they're going to cause a storm within you that you may not be able to fix right away. And there's been doubt in your heart. This is for Toba. There's been a lot of doubt in your heart, and it's breaking your heart. And this is over a brown-haired man. But Toba, I think there's somebody on their way to you, and it's not a man. I don't think it's necessarily a man. I think this is just like a friend. And I think that, I think you have somebody like on the, how do I put it? Let me double check that. Peace. You need to have some peace in your life. Give me a second. Yes, Toba, you need to go ahead and let this person go. They can come back to you. Yes, there's a possibility they can come back to you, but you need to realize that this person is hiding a lot of stuff from you, and you know it. You already know it. I mean, you have a gut intuition about stuff yourself, and they're hiding. They're hiding a lot of stuff. You need to just, there's this new friend coming, and I don't see if it's a man, it's a woman. And matter of fact, she's already been trying to be your friend, but I maybe you're the one that's being the sage that's kind of staying away from people and catching your breath. Maybe you should come out and actually kind of, it'll be okay to talk to this woman. It would be. She's not one that's going to stab you in the back. I think you really need a friend right now. I do. And I am sorry. But yeah, like I said, it can work out for you to go back together, but I think there's going to be a lot of secrets, and it's going to be the same thing over and over. I hope that made sense to you. Okay, let's see. Jessica. All right, give me a second, Jessica. Let me go see your face, girl. There you are. Jessica, you're such a pretty girl. But I think there's some pain behind those eyes. I do. This has to do with the child. It has to do with the boy of some kind. Yes. I think there's something that I think you and don't take this wrong. Like I said in my other videos, a lot of people will take and they'll say that I say this all the time. Everybody wears a mask. Everybody wears a mask, and you wear yours beautifully. You have some pain that you're hiding. A lot of it, and it has to do with a child. I'm not sure exactly why. I will look here just a second. I see a child, and then I see a man. Let me check. Let me see what I can get out of here. Hold on here. All right, Miss Jessica, I am reading you right now. Celebration. Jessica, I feel like either you're celebrating, don't take me wrong here, either you're celebrating something or you're actually having a few drinky poos right now. Okay? See the celebration card? Or you've recently hung out with a bunch of girls and you had a good time. All right? Nothing wrong with that. You're seeking your happiness. Again, I'm going to say a lot of people are moving on from their stuck past. When they're stuck up on hurt and pain. This time, I mean, it's coming on. It's coming on a lot. I mean, like, you can walk around and you have this pain from your past, but yet you're actually starting to smile. You're trying to come. There's a lot of people on here tonight that are coming back into their own. It's kind of like, you know, you've lived so many years hiding behind a mask, and now you're like, you know what? I wish I was how I was how many years ago. You're working on that, and you're trying to find your knack. A lot of people are trying to find their knack. And this year, I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you are. If you're looking for your knack, this year is the time to do it. If you were trying to get back to the way you were, well, let me rephrase that. That's another thing. That's another one of my things I always say. You can never get back to where you were. Trust me, you don't want to be exactly the way you were. As we get older, we grow. We become stronger, more independent. We come within our own. And you guys are totally different people now, but yet you're more stronger. So just imagine your version of your younger self. You're coming into your own. And I feel that's with Jessica too. Because Jessica, you've had some wonderments. I mean, you put on a very confident face around most people, but in private, sometimes it's kind of like you're always wondering. You can't let go of that past for some reason. I think this year I just got cold chills. Yeah, so you're not letting go of it, but it's going to get a little bit easier. It won't be such a struggle for you. Because that's how you are. I mean, and I get, Jessica, with you, most of it is not right bold face in front of people. It's in private. You are and don't take this wrong, you're a very proud person, and you should be. I mean, and it does have to do with the child. You've got it. This year, I think you're going to come within your own, and I think you're going to start growing a lot. I think you're going to come out of the shell that you put yourself in. When you're by yourself, when you're around other people, people wouldn't have a clue unless they really knew you. This year, you're coming out. You're coming out, and you're actually going to start feeling alive. You haven't felt that for a while. Not really. It's coming back. It's kind of like, I got this. You're going to start having that again. Tara. Okay. Some of the names, I'm horrible. My name is Barda. So my name, I'm not good with names. Is this Tara? Is that how you say it? What will happen in my arranged marriage? Okay, is it Tara? Is that how you say it? You're going to have to correct me because, like I said, you have such a unique name too. Let me know you're still on here because I'm on you right now. And then Heather, you're next. Okay, good. Okay, let's see here. And your arranged marriage with Salman. Okay. Had to figure out which deck I was going to use. Okay, Tara, I instantly, got the 10 of Cups, which is a happy family, and there's 2 children. But for some reason, I feel there's a little bit more to this than meets the eye. Give me just a second. I just got cold chills. Yes, I'm correct. Tell me about this arranged marriage. There will be some kind of dissatisfaction. Actually, I think there's something going on right now. I mean, hold on. Yes. Yes, somebody views this as a great struggle. They're not very satisfied with it. And for whatever reason, they feel like it's going to pull up something from their past. I hope this makes sense to you so far, but hold on. Let's get past the past stuff because everybody's got a lot of, there's a lot of bad past for a lot of people. And we're going to focus on this couple, okay? Could you show me the end results of an arranged marriage? Show me the end result of the arranged marriage. Okay, Tara, how do I put this? Oh, that's how I can put it. Okay, I feel, and I'm not being mean here, I feel there's going to be great struggle in this relationship. I do. But give me a second. Again, there's constantly fighting to be on top, fighting to just stay within your own. This is help on the way. This is somebody who is very giving and charges off and takes care of what needs to be taken care of. Now, hold on. This is the man. Okay? Now, what is this man going to give you? Now, two different decks. There's bright hopes and prospects here. You see the Page of Swords? I see that as a child. There's going to be a child that comes out of this that is going to be your star, your leading light. Everybody knows relationships are very tough. And sometimes, you know, let me see. I'm going to give you just a positive message. Just remember that, child. Okay, it says, have courage to ask for and accept help. Help is there if you need help. Okay, for whatever reason, you're supposed to understand this, not me. Savings. Now, here's the one that you're supposed to understand, not me. Cooperation instead of competition. That one's meant for you, and you're supposed to understand it. So be the one, for some reason, this is what I hear, be the one who's more cooperative. I hope that makes sense to you. But you do have a child coming out of this, and that child is going to be your star, the one, the leading light, the one that keeps you going. Yeah. I hope that helped, Tara. Okay. Well, Tara, it did show that I don't know if you have a child now, but you're definitely going to have a little boy. I think it's a little boy. Hang on a second. That didn't feel right for some reason. Ah, it says beauty. It could be a girl with the boy's personality. Strong-headed. Okay, let's go back up here. All right. As you guys are watching, if you want to follow on my videos, then go ahead and like the page and feel free to share it. It makes it very interesting. Okay, now Heather. Okay, Heather, I'm going to go on your page here real soon here. Let's see what I can find. Heather, are you still there? Just let me know you're still there. There you are, madam. Looking at your pictures. I do better when I look at people sometimes. Okay, so I will be looking at your pictures. All right. Let's see if I can get off. I get a lot off of you, but I'm not sure if I want to put it all up here. Let's see. All right. Okay, Miss Heather, this is for you. No, you did not miss your reading. All right, I was just looking at your picture to get a beat on you. And the only thing you might have missed was I will not put everything that I see about you up online. It's not bad. I just think a lot of it's personal. I think you're working on yourself quite greatly. I think, and I'm not going to be rude here or anything. I think that you are, when you stand in front of a mirror, you have been made to feel smaller for some reason, which you're a very beautiful person. I just looked at you. You're very beautiful. But for some reason, you don't always see that. And I just got the Empress card, the Mother card. Let me just find something positive for you, okay? Again, a lot of people are letting go of the past. You must let go of the past. This year, no, so far, everybody has been letting go of the past. Now, with Heather, this year you may have trouble letting go of the past for some reason. I think you've been almost conditioned in your head to be a certain way or to feel a certain way. Yes, and relationships have come and gone in your life, and About the time you think it's just like the one, it's just like they show their hindsight. Do you know that saying that we always attract the people that how we feel about ourselves? You are on a very good path of fixing yourself, and it's going to take you a little bit more time. It is. It's going to take you a little bit more time. I'm guessing by next April, you will have a better idea of an actual visual of yourself, because I see you as a person who looks in the mirror, and one person can say, girl, you look great. You don't need to lose nothing. You look great. I wish I could be as, I'm not, look at my hair. Look at my face. Did you see this butt? Okay, that's what I get from you. And it's not that way. You're a beautiful person. And I think by April of next year, I think you're finally going to get your butt full of this past persona that has been pushed. I feel like it's somebody just shoving it down your throat, shoving it. They don't quit. By April, I think you're going to have a pretty good grip on it. And I think you'll be starting your new life by June of next year. May to June, you're going to start seeing in a better direction and seeing yourself for who you are, and stop letting people tell you who you are, because you were an amazing person. I hope that made sense. I couldn't put it all out online. All right. I have been online for an hour and 11 minutes, so give me 2 seconds and I will be right back, okay? Just give me a minute. I will be right back, I promise. Okay, sorry about that. Heather, like I said, you'll have it by next April. I mean, you can start putting it in, and everybody knows that the wintertime is a very hard time for everybody. I mean, I love my sunshine. I do. But by the spring, you know, like when the spring comes back up, we all feel new and alive. I think you're really going to start feeling like that in the springtime. But you've got to stop second guessing and doubting yourself all the time. And stop this woman. There's a woman that stands behind you that's from your past. It's just like, yeah, no. She's like on you about everything. And I mean, it's just not just like, well, you should do this and you should, no, this is, should you eat that? Should you do that? This is what I'm getting. Just, you will start letting her go at least the damage that's done in April. And I think it's going to start getting better in May and June. And by September, I see you happy, and actually, because I get that maybe you go and socialize, but it's not like you're actually having a good time. It's more like kind of just showing up. In September of next year, I actually think you're going to be going out and having fun. I mean, not really caring what everybody else thinks. That's what I get. That's for Heather. Sabrina. Okay, Sabrina, I will give you positive messages off this one, but I don't know if you read it when you came on. I also had somebody It kind of threw me off when I started because I had somebody else that posted that they had just lost their grandson, and it's very, very saddening. And I mean, it's a hard one. Those kind of questions are very hard for me to answer, and I don't have all the answers. And really, some things I don't think I should delve into. So what I'm going to do for you, because I see there is great heartache, I am going to go ahead and just see what kind of positive, any kind of positive, or any kind of heads up for you before this goes down for you. Okay, I'm going to give you a little heads up on the stuff that you need to kind of do ahead of time. This is for Sabrina. Sabrina, are you still there? Okay, here we go. Yeah, I'm not being mean, Sabrina. It's just I don't think we should focus on when he's gone. It's kind of just kind of get yourself prepared for it, and then just remember all the good things. Yes. The number one thing, there is a little heads up for you. It says, and this is for you. You will know what this means. I don't, and I'm not going to delve into it too far. It says clearing debts. Okay? And this has to do with the question you asked me. Clearing debts. Deservingness. So I think with, you know, when somebody passes away in our lives and we're very, very sad, we kind of forget about ourselves, and we don't always feel like we deserve stuff, or we don't deserve happiness. You're going to have to take a moment, and this one I feel like bringing back up for you. Deservingness. You must. You've got to have deservingness for yourself. You have to. You deserve it. Just takes, I know it's hard to take time when something like this is going on. There is some physical stuff. One is declutter. This is how you can help. And you know, with your question, that you can't always help with what is the end result, but you can help make it easier for that person before they're gone. Declutter, make things easier. Cooperation instead of competition. For some reason, there must be some kind of, I won't say it's fighting per se, there could be, but there's some disagreements. Just do me a favor, don't do this in front of that person. Okay? There's some kind of disagreement and some competition. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Disagreement and competition. This is a time to enjoy every second in that person's life. And it says, do the work. So there must be a lot of stuff that needs to be wrapped up, taken care of. And I feel like a lot of it's coming on you. And I think you can do this. I do. And if you can't, then ask for your needs to be met. Then talk to somebody. Okay, let me check something else here. Anything else? Now, Sabrina, I don't know exactly what this is about. All right. You got the Two of Spring. The way I see these cards is the first week in spring would be like the Ace of Spring. Two of Spring would be the second week. For whatever reason, I think stuff will kind of start mellowing out for you. Yes, for you, Princess of Spring. It'll start mellowing out in spring for you for some reason. I hope that helped. Like I said, those are kind of hard ones. So did you get to hear what I said, Sabrina? Well, it said just, you know, what it was saying right there is just basically kind of keep yourself in check. I mean, it's a very hard time for you right now. There's a lot of emotions going on, and you know how that goes sometimes. It's you don't want to project emotions on other people just because you're upset. And I think that's a lot of what's going on. But the only thing is you guys need to remember too, and it's hard to do in a situation like that, is sit back and think, they're watching that sometimes. So make it the easiest you can. And you don't always have to give. You don't always have to give in. You do have to put the work in. There must be a lot of work that has to be done. And for whatever reason, for the person that you gave a question for that person asking about a time limit, that person likes to see somebody work. They like to see movement. It makes them happy. So I'd put the work in. But I really think by the Two of Spring, and whoever this man is the King of Swords. Okay? That's just confirming that it is the person I was talking about. I hope that answered your question. You're welcome. Does anybody else have a question? Did I miss anybody? Well, while I'm sitting here waiting, like I told everybody before, is if you would like to continue on watching the videos as I do them, which I try to do them at least once, twice a week, just go ahead and like the page and follow the page or follow me, and then it'll notify you when the next one is. You're welcome, Sabrina. Did I miss anybody else? All right. I guess this is what I'm going to have to do here. Okay, what I'm doing right now, since nobody is asking me any questions, before I wrap this up for the evening, I'm going to go back through and see who is online, and I am going to pick on them. What I mean by this, which I've found my person, hi. What I mean by this is I will take, and what I mean by picking on you, I will go to your messenger, and if you're not friends with me, then you'll have to look in the other part of the messenger and you'll get a thumbs up. You know that I'm talking about you. Give me a thumbs up back. That means you know I'm talking about you. All right, I am going to find somebody right now. Female. All right, female, check your inbox. You got a thumbs up, female. You are from this area. All right, you got it. Here we go. Uh-oh. You know what? My battery's about ready to die. Okay. I'm going to do this one last reading, and then I'll be hopping off for the night, and then I might be on this weekend. All right, for the person that I just did the thumbs up. All right, this person. I get that you're wanting to get back into your own. I want that you're wanting to be that person that you used to be. Again, I will, and I've told you this too, I believe. Yeah, that's how you're looking at it. Yep. Okay. You're wanting to be like that person you used to be, that fun-loving person. Again, I'll tell you that there is no such thing as that. Because once that person, the person that you were from the past, you're no longer that person anymore. You are a totally different person, but you can still put all the knowledge from your past, put it together, and start being happy again. What I also got, and how do I know that, is because I got the beauty card. That's how you want to be. And I got the now card, because that's how you want to be now. I got that this is how your home situation is right now. It's turned upside down. You're kind of wanting to get away from this. You're tired of this. That's what I get. All right, so let's see. All right, there's one thing that you have not been taking your own advice, which is stop, look, and listen. Usually you pay attention to stuff. Right now you're just kind of pushing it under the rug for some reason. You're wanting change, but yours came out like this. You're kind of stuck. That's how you feel. You're not really stuck. That's just how you feel. You've been doing a lot of this. Matter of fact, there has been tears at night. Yes, tears at night. You want an end to come to something. You want something to end, to be done. What do you want done? You want heartache to be done. You're tired of it. You put a lot of work into this. You're hanging on to what's yours. And do you see that he has 4 coins? I don't think this is actual per se. It's not just money, because you view your children as just as valuable or more valuable than money. I feel this is children. You're hanging on to what's yours. You want something completed, and you want it completed now. Yep, you're waiting for that message, some kind of message to come in. I hear that you're waiting for the word go. Well, here's your word go. I don't know what that means. I just heard you're waiting. Yep, there it is. Traveling away from problems. You're waiting for a message. You got your message. Go. Whatever that means to you. Yes, ma'am, I will. All right, guys, I've been on here for an hour and a half. I am going to wrap it up for the night, and then I'll probably be back on here this weekend. And like I said, if you're new to this page, to watching these videos, feel free to share them as much as you like, and go ahead and like the page, and then you'll be able to get notifications when I go on live, which like I said, I think this weekend I'll go ahead and go back on live. I think this, with the new moon coming, there is the full moon, there's going to be a lot of stuff. All right, my dears, thank you for joining me tonight, and I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.